I think it's time for people's favorite segment.
I did.
You know what it is? Pop culture, Peyton and Cam. Pop culture with Peyton and Cam. Woo! My pop culture is the Met Gala happened. Ooh. The Met Gala. As our friend Rory said, he said it's famous people's Halloween.
Yeah. I know you saw Doja.
Oh, God, she looked good.
She looked like a cat.
She's an attractive cat.
I said, Doja, what do you feel about tonight? How do you think the energy is? Meow.
And I was like, mm-hmm.
You need to watch it.
Dude, she's beautiful.
The only attractive cat I've ever had in my entire life is Nala from The Lion King. I had a crush on her.
Non-spawn, take that off. Yeah, I know you always say that. But, bro, the Met Gala, if you got invited to the Met Gala,
favorite part?
Would you go?
Sorry, audio listeners. No.
You wouldn't go to the Met Gala? Nope. It's... Okay, so people always wonder what happens inside the Met Gala, and I'm here to inform you because a lot of people get their information from us, which is a dangerous thing. A lot of people say, I get my news from the pop culture with Peyton and Cam. Not good, but we appreciate it. Don't go to any of those or shit podcasts. So, for pop culture with Peyton and Cam, I'm here to give y'all insight of what happens inside the Met Gala. I'm not going to say how I know, but I do know.
I actually don't even want you to say that because we could be bugged right now. Wired.
Well, it's actually an audio recording. It's going to be out for millions to hear. This is what happens. Basically, nothing. They go inside
until. Go ahead and say it.
This is what happens. You're about to make me go on a fucking tangent.
All right.
This is one of my biggest pet peeves of anybody, dog. So this is what happens at the Met Gala.
You can't handle the truth.
I hate people like you, dog. It's like my biggest pet peeve. So. They get dressed up, they go into this thing, and it's basically like this big ballroom, and there's tables of the most important, powerful, rich people, famous people in the world, and it's basically just like a networking thing. You're like, hey, we're super famous and we're super rich. What do you do? How can I get that to come to my thing? And basically that's how it works. So it's like, hey, let's take Instagram pictures, and then they do drugs in the bathroom. That's what happens, and then the food, I heard, is bad. Now, I would love to go to the Met Gala. Okay. I would wear some cool shit. Like I would wear like a thong to the Met Gala.
I'd wear a plain white tee, a plain white Hanes.
You have to be super famous to do that.
Plain white Hanes till I make it. Plain white Hanes.
You're not wearing plain white Hanes now.
Plain white Hanes till I make it.
But
I would absolutely not go. I would literally send a message back and decline it.
Do you know how much a table at the Met Gala costs?
I'm gonna go with $200,000.
Around $250,000 to $300,000. But these people, the famous people, aren't paying for it. Basically, like these designers.
Oh, yeah, duh.
That are putting these clothes on people or paying for the tables or whatever.
Yeah.
And what's her name? Anna Wintour? What's her name? The super famous.
You hit it,
yeah, yeah. And so she puts it together. It's a very like classy, not classy, but like not classist. It's based on the classes, like the top people go.
Like the Kingdom Order of Phylum.
Yeah, I think it's cool.
Like King Philip came over for.
On 1982 in the boat. I don't know.
What?
I failed school.
You just left.
But I have that's my pop culture, right?
I got a quizzical for you.
Okay.
To get you going.
You're gonna piss me off,
You're
Cam.
gonna hate it.
You're gonna piss me off.
Where does that dinner happen?
In a ballroom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't understand what you're getting.
Behind closed doors.
You can close all the.
Behind closed doors.
Yeah.
And no one's allowed to record anything.
No, there's definitely recordings in there. There's definitely if you have these.
So basically,
if you listen, if you have these celebrities, they're close door. No, I'm just rebuttaling you because you're saying false information. So let me rebuttal you.
Say it, then rebuttal.
No, rebuttal to your fact right now. Let me rebuttal to your fact.
I'm gonna say it again.
Okay.
Essentially, at the Met Gala, apparently we'll let him rebuttal, and I'll be hopefully taught something. So apparently they do the entire ball. They're at the whole event. They see everyone. They walk the carpet. They sit at the tables. Da da da. Afterwards, there's an exclusive dinner, huge, right? Where everyone's still in their costumes and whatnot. That's apparently where people take off their costumes, not get naked, not on some weird stuff, but like they're just
where you can actually move around.
Yeah, where you can actually move. Like what's his face is wearing a big ass cat thing. That was creepy.
But you know what that's
Jared
for?
Leto,
It's for the theme. Yeah.
Yeah.
The theme was after this designer, and his designer took that cat everywhere.
Oh, gotcha.
So you go.
Anyway, apparently after they take off their normal clothing now and they go to this really big, very rich, wealthy, expensive, only the elitists dinner. No one else is allowed. That's all I'm saying.
So, no one was allowed into our party that we had here, right?
Correct.
Are we elitist?
Incorrect.
No, like outsiders, right? The people that were invited could come.
I'm just saying.
Whenever we have events, only the people that we invite can come, right?
Correct.
All right. Does that make us super like, oh, we got some shady shit going on?
No. But do we have any circulating rumors and conspiracies about us?
No, because we're not famous enough. Yes, we already have. People say I sold my soul.
Don't say it.
I'm going to say it. People say I sold my soul.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Like,
and that's how we got our fame.
That's insane.
Yeah, it's like once you get to it, people can't fathom like success or like once you get to a certain thing, like, oh, that can't be like hard work or it can't be even nepotism. It can't be that. You got to be, you have sold your soul. And this whole thing, you can't record in there. If you have these celebrities if you're in their close friends with some of them that were at the Met Gala, I'm in their close friends on Instagram, tooting my own horn. But I'm just saying to give insight, they record in there. And they just put on their close friends.
No, I'm also playing devil's advocate, but I don't know. I'm on both sides.
Yes.
Do I believe a lot of that is people with way too much time on their hands and definitely have done a little something before they research? Yes. Do I also believe there's definitely some crazy evil things at work? Yes.
That's everywhere though.
I agree.
It's everywhere. But the thing I don't like is I hate how everything now is a conspiracy. Like I hate when there's award shows. Immediately it's like, oh, look at that. Look at they moved their arm this way, and that's what that like that shit pisses me off. And now
the whole Will Smith slap, huge conspiracy.
I hate that shit.
Huge conspiracy.
It's just a dude that got mad and slapped somebody.
Apparently he went up there, slapped him. Medical company was a specific one, was the one that sponsored the show. Tons of people drew into them, and it took away from something they were actually doing on the backside that had to do with whatnot. And there's literally a conspiracy about everything. I do hate that, but some of them are pretty like,
yeah, because if you're a good enough storyteller, you take enough drugs, you can your mind can go anywhere, and you can make these things out of everything. But let me tell y'all another thing, because this is what I like to do. I'm like, now that I'm in a position where I'm learning more things and I'm more into the industry and I know more people, I have more insight, and I'm not gonna be one of those people like, I'm gonna hide it from. I'm gonna tell y'all how shit works. So these musicians and these record labels, they know that these conspiracies are going to come out if they do a performance, right? Any, like the famous saying is any publicity is good publicity. Mm-hmm. So they're like, we know people are going to make conspiracies about it. Let's make some shit where we can sprinkle in something where it's like, make this arm movement and people are going to say it's a conspiracy, and then they're going to clip that performance everywhere. And put it everywhere. That performance with your song that we need to get engagement is going to be on this site, this site, this site. And if they want to use it, they have to pay us to use it in their video.
Genius.
So a lot of this shit is planted so you can make these conspiracy videos about it.
Another thing, and obviously, like I already told you, I was playing devil's advocate, but another thing that irks me is when they're like, dude, then why don't they allow recording and stuff? It's like, bro, I'm sure LeBron doesn't want to be recorded when he's having 8 to 9 drinks, as he rightfully can and wants to.
Exactly.
Because then anything can be held above his head. You don't understand. These people are worth millions and some billions of dollars. They deserve to, they can't go to an Applebee's. They have to have these crazy things, so they deserve, to have fun too.
It's like the other day I saw a video on Twitter of Zendaya and Tom Holland eating at a restaurant, and there's people recording them. No one wants that.
Yeah.
So no recording, no phones, and we want to have a good time with that. Regular people can go to a party, get blasted, fall out on a couch, and you can record it and put it on your story, and
on your Snapchat.
300 people see it, 200 people see it, and it's like, oh, Susie went crazy at the party. Say Billie Eilish does that.
She's done
everywhere.
She loses sponsors. She loses all sorts of stuff.
You're a role model for kids, and I'm a regular human. I want to get drunk. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you can tell that this conspiracy shit is one of my biggest pet peeves. But that's pop culture. I think that was the most insightful pop culture we've had.
That one's not too bad to get your info from. The rest of them don't.
The You Should Know podcast.